Dottie Quaye Chapman Reed. I am a native of Water Valley, Mississippi, here to talk about my book, Outstanding Black Women of Yalobusha County, and how it got started. I wrote to the editor of the newspaper in Water Valley and asked if he'd be interested in my writing a column about the outstanding Black women who had influenced my life in a positive way and the life of so many others. And I didn't expect to get a positive answer, but I did, and that was the birth of a newspaper column entitled Outstanding Black Women of Yalobusha. So here we are, 45 articles later. I compiled it into a book. The article started in June 2018. By October, the University of Mississippi, where I worked for 3 years, contacted me about a collaboration, and we did agree to do that. And it turned into an oral history project entitled Black Families of Yalobusha. During that whole process, I shared my scrapbooks from the university, the years that I was there, the years that I worked there, and it turned into their wanting all of my scrapbooks, and I gave it to them, 50 years of my life, and it turned into a collection, which is at the University of Mississippi. And it opened in September of 2022. Also, the graduate students who worked on the oral history projects interviewed several people, several families in Yalobusha, and those interviews are also on one of the Ole Miss EDU websites. So I'm really proud of how this project has grown from a newspaper article to a book to an oral history project to a collection, and now we are videotaping some of these outstanding Black women. And these are women who impacted my life in a positive way, especially women such as Alma Nickerson and Orly Phillips and Mildred Polk and Juanita Fleming, who are all in the same family of women, but the way they dressed and the way they carried themselves in high school really impressed me and encouraged me to try to be successful and to be more like them. Another one of those women was Betty White Millage, who was also, I guess, maybe 4 years ahead of me in high school, and she was very athletic and very involved. And we also included in the videotaping her mother, Miss Dorothy Mae White, and I spent a mini night at their house, and her youngest daughter, Faye, was one of my closest and best friends. So these ladies mean a lot to me, and they mean a lot to so many other people in Yalobusha County. But through this project, I also met some women that I had not known, like Miss Dorothy Key, who is a retired teacher and retired educator. Her father was very politically active, and she has a wealth of information about the history of the Black community in Yalobusha County. Along with Miss Ruthie White is someone new that I met from Coffeyville, who is also very instrumental in helping young people develop, and she also has a lot of history about Yalobusha as well. Miss Mamie Shields is another lady who went into many homes throughout the county to help families learn about nutrition and home economics, and I was friends with her children who were a little younger than me, but she was very instrumental in helping families throughout the county, along with her husband, who was my school bus driver at one time. And he was also one of the basketball coaches at Davidson High School. Emma Faye Gooch is also one of the ladies that we're featuring, and she was one in my class, the last class to graduate from Davidson High School in 1970. And we've been friends ever since we were pre-teens. She's a retired military person and a community activist now that she's retired and moved back to Water Valley. Ethel Hudson Morgan was a classmate of my sister's, and I also admired her in terms of her style and her dress and her assertiveness and her confidence. And she's a retired teacher, but also a community activist and involved in a lot of things across the county. Miss Marjorie Moore, but she comes from a long line of educators in Coffeyville. Her brother was a principal at the school in Water Valley. Her mother was a principal at some of the earlier elementary schools in the county. So it's just a privilege for me to highlight these women, and that was the whole purpose of the book, was to share their life stories with the young people in Water Valley. And these are role models who instilled positive attitudes and drive and motivation in so many young people and impacted so many in a positive way. And I'm so appreciative of them and so thankful to have known all of them. So all of these are just outstanding, as I call them, outstanding women.